Hey, you can't go fear and walk on the clothes. You will have a toilet on your level. Now, I'm going to go more than
Another day, another fixture from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama is another Brikama Sports Committee 2025 Summer Nawettan fixture and the 3 p.m. game between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr Football Club. And it's the first game for both Fortune and G.Sarr. And both sides eyeing for the first victory in their first outing as far as the 2025 Brikama Summer Nawettan is concerned. In case you're just joining us, we are currently back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium for yet another fixture. Central referee of this crucial and 3 p.m. game between Fortune and G.Sarr is Fatu Jaju, who is ably and reliably assisted by the same panel of assistants of Buba Sise, Jara Esila and Lamin Najara. Few minutes into the contest, the score is currently 0-0. Few minutes into the contest, Fortune Football Academy currently having a player down. And Alpha Omar Sow is the player currently down and being assisted by the medics at the theater. Of course, before this crucial and lively game, we had a rainy day or rainy afternoon at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. But the rain has just stopped, and this is solely going to get us into the proceedings at the theater. Fortune Football Academy this afternoon under the guidance of Sambujang Sedikan and Lamin Mane as head and assistant coaches is starting in goal with Seku Jeng. In goal, Sehu Jeng. The netminder Wuriso Adama Sonko, Sehu Dahaba, Basidi Kamara, Musa Bob, Mustafa Seidi, Kausu Singate, Alpha Omar Sow, Abbas Kinte and Sheni Drame completing the 11 for the boys dressed in white shorts and green socks, playing from the democracy end of the theater towards the police line end, while G.Sarr under the guidance of Ibrahim Abaji, former Brikama United midfielder and Yunusa Jaju, and G.Sarr in the contest. Is that going to be the first goal and into the back of the net? And that's the opening goal for Fortune Football Club, and Seni Drame broke the deadlock. And that's the opening goal. Abbas Kinte broke the deadlock for Fortune Football Academy. And it's the opening game at the opening goal rather at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the 3 p.m. showdown. And that was a decent one, requisited off the player for G.Sarr before Abbas Kinte getting it down for Fortune Football Academy. The Academy boys of Fortune Football Club are currently on the driving seat, leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Abbas Kinte. Abbas Kinte broke the deadlock, and you could see him currently in celebration with the technical members, which include Sambujang Sedikan, Lamin Mane, and we're also having Mustafa Jaju, the assistant head coach of the senior team, also on the technical area to give technical support. Fortune in white shorts and green socks, while G.Sarr in red and white shorts, red shorts and red socks, and G.Sarr playing from our right to left from our cabin, and those very much familiar to the box bar. They are currently playing from the police line and towards the democracy end, and G.Sarr currently trailed by a goal to nil in the very first moments at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and the game is live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin. Parlament Fati Usman Kamara behind camera operations, and Kemo Kanye is yet to arrive. G.Sarr in their own half. Fortune trying to control possession. And the players are a bit being disturbed by Omar Sow back on his feet after that tackle. Is an opportunity. G.Sarr getting it down for a throw in. Sehud Dahaba is operating on the right. And of course, some of the players that were part of the Fortune Football Academy team last season include Sehud Jeng, the goalkeeper, who is of course the team captain. Sehud Dahaba, Mustafa Saidi, Alpha Omar Sow, and of course Seni Drame. Alpha Omar Sow and Kausu Singate are some of the players or youngsters that secured promotion to the top tier but had limited minutes in the GFF Men's Division 1 for Fortune Football Club. And here they are playing for the feeder team in the Brikama Summer Nawettan and the Nawettan proper Fortune Football Academy, where the knockout champions in 2023-24 season before winning the Super Cup in the same season. 2024-25, they went to the knockout semi-final before losing to Mandawar, and in the league semi-final in 2024-25 got beaten by the finalist Kuta Jombulu, who lost to Kabafita United in the final. It is G.Sarr now to the area, but Sehud Jeng, the custodian and also the team captain, wouldn't be in any hurry. And Sehu and his Fortune Football Academy side currently having the 1-0 advantage, currently on the driving seat against G.Sarr at the box bar. In case you're just joining us, it is coming to you live from the box bar in the Brikama Summer Nawettan proper in the 3 p.m. showdown between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. And up next at 5 p.m. it's going to be the fixture that's G.Sarr around the area, and they trouble the defense of Fortune Football Academy. That seems to be a waterlogged pitch on the other end, and G.Sarr will build on the attack in their opposition's half. The score is not in their favor. Seni Drame, Sehud Dahaba to Mustafa Saidi, Basidi to Kausu Singate, spreading it wide to Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha to the left back, Fortune Football Academy enjoying the advantage, leading by a goal to nil. Courtesy of Abbas Kinte. Seni Drame around the edge of the 18. Can they find the back of the net? Solid save by the netminder. Abdul B. Kohli is the goalkeeper for G.Sarr, and G.Sarr in the contest is starting with Abdul B. Kohli in goal. Daudat Toure, Lamin Toure, Ibrahima Toure, Khalifa Sise, Usman Sedi, Lamin Mankara, Ibrahima Fati, Usman Bla, and Ibrahima Sanyang, completing the list of players for head coach Ibrahima Baji and Yunusa Jaju side. It's a corner. It's a corner for Fortune. Fortune Football Academy enjoying this slender advantage. The supporters of G.Sarr are already at the theatre cheering their boys to victory. The score is currently not in their favor. The score is currently not in their favor, as the team from Brikama trail by a goal to nil against the boys from Farato Fortune. It's going to be an attack. Can they get something? Team captain this time around, Fortune into the gloves of the custodian Sehud Jeng. That was definitely a great run from the team captain G.Sarr. Fortune Football Academy survived, leading by a goal to nil. Kausu Singate being held by the water at the box bar. Another opportunity for G.Sarr. Sehud Dahaba just there in time for a defensive mission. The condition isn't as favorable as it used to be because it rained before the commencement of this crucial showdown. It's a corner. G.Sarr dressed in white and red shorts and red socks, and G.Sarr under the guidance of Ibrahima Baji, the former Brikama United midfielder, is on the technical area for G.Sarr. Bakil, another opportunity, calling in for a handball, and the central referee Fatu Jajo has already given the opportunity to Fortune Football Club, and Fatu Jaju was also the central referee in yesterday's 5 p.m. showdown between Dasilame United and Sky Power Nero Legacy Football Club. And that game ended 1-0 in favor of Dasilame. Abbas Kinte the goal scorer, not a decent header this time. Fortune Football Academy had fantastic seasons in the Brikama Summer Nawettan, won numerous trophies, and will definitely hope to get the team on the driving seat once again this season after being booted out in the league and knockout semi-final last season. Kausu Singate, Kausu surge forward looking for a corner, and that is given by the referee Fatu Jaju at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, and the game is live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube, and also on the official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. And special thanks to every follower, special thanks to whosoever is currently monitoring this game live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium on LSTV1. And as usual, Parlament Party at the cabin, and though I am currently lonely here, and we are expecting Kimo Kanyi to join us around the area. Already the flag of the assistant referee is already up for a goal kick. Abdul Bikoli, the goalkeeper, not a decent one. Mustafa Sedi lost possession. An opportunity now for G.Sarr to build on the attack. Trailed by a 0-0 against Fortune Football Academy. Basidi Kamara is penalized by the referee, and Fatu Jaju, the central referee. Not the greatest of presence at the theatre, and I think the rain has also deprived a lot of people from coming here as early as possible, and we believe we're going to have more and more supporters piling in here at the theatre to watch this 3 o'clock or 3 p.m. showdown between G.Sarr and Fortune Football Academy. Fortune in white shorts and green socks, while G.Sarr in red and white shorts, red shorts and red socks. That's of course a brilliant trap laid by the central defenders of Fortune Football Academy. And the central defenders, of course, Wuri Sow and Adama Sonko. Adama Sonko and Wuri Sow marshalling the central defense. Sehu Dahaba operating on the right side of the defense for Fortune Football Academy. Basidi Kamara, Mustafa Sedi, Kausu Singate operating as the midfielders. Alpha Omar Sow operating on the left rather of the defense, whilst Seni Drame is currently playing on the right side, and Abbas Kinte leading the line for the Petroleum Boys, or we call them the Petroleum Starlets. Noisy Box Bar Mini Stadium coming from the supporters of G.Sarr and Fortune Football Academy. In last year's Brikama Summer Nawettan, we are in the same group alongside Nema United, Sky Power, Orlando Magic and Wellingara. And Fortune Football Academy and Nema advanced to the round of 16. And in the round of 16, Fortune Football Academy got the better of Jida Youths before advancing to the quarter-final, where they played New Generation and defeated New Generation to play the semi-final against Kute Jombulo, where Fortune Football Academy lost to Kute. Lost to Kute Jombulo in the semi-final, and of course in the knockout, played the knockout and went to the semi-final of the knockout as well, and they could not advance after being defeated by Manduari United, who went on to win the knockout competition in the Brikama Summer Nawettan. And back at the theatre for another Nawettan season for Fortune Football Academy. It's a set piece. It's a throw-in rather. It's a throw in for G.Sarr, who trailed by a goal to nil against Fortune around the 18-yard area. G.Sarr still trying to unlock the defense, and the central defender alert enough to get that ball off the area for Fortune Football Academy, and it's going to be a throw in on the opposite end for G.Sarr Football Club. And G.Sarr, indeed a wake-up call for the Brikama-based club after conceding an early goal. Fortune through Abbas Kinte. It's a bit waterlogged, and G.Sarr in their own half. They'll try to possess the ball, whilst Fortune Football Academy will try to keep the possession as much as they could. This is Mustafa Sedi getting it down to Senit Rame. Abbas Kinte now spreading it wide to Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha Omar, another tricky player around the edge of the 18, looking for support. It's a delivery this time, not a decent one, as the ball went out of play for a goal kick to G.Sarr Football Club. It is the Brikama Summer Nawettan for you, and the Summer Nawettan in full swing. G.Sarr against Fortune in the 3 p.m. showdown, and 5 p.m. is going to be a fixture between Dangam and Scoville. We will slowly get you some of the fixtures and some of the upcoming fixtures and some of the fixtures that are already been played in the Brikama Summer Nawettan. G.Sarr last season in the same group. It's a goal kick. A long one from the netminder. It's going to be an attack on the other end. Uri saw just there in time to get that ball off for a throw in. G.Sarr Football Club will try to get this ball forward into the gloves of the netminder Sehu Jeng, who is currently urging his players to calm down. Calm down, and Sehu is one of the most experienced players for this Fortune Football Academy side as far as Nawettan football is concerned, and he has been the regular and constant regular for Fortune Football Academy. Won the goalkeeper of the season for the season of 2023 and 24. I stand to be corrected. On the far side, Fortune on some defensive work. Musa Bob, the left back. It's still raining here at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama, and the rain started somewhere around 2, and still we are seeing some droplets of rain here at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and still G.Sarr trying to unlock the defense of Fortune Football Academy. The team continue to search and search for a breakthrough, but currently the score is in Fortune's favor. 1-0 is the current score. Abbas Kinte's lone goal is the current difference. From the Boxbar Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1 and also on the official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. It's still Fortune 1, G.Sarr 0. Boxbar Mini Stadium is the venue. Brikama Summer Nawettan is the competition. The supporters of G.Sarr on top of their voices, and fans are still piling in here to watch this 3 p.m. game between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. The score is 1-0 in Fortune's favor. We will surely get you the table or the groupings, and of course, and also some of the matches played in the Brikama Summer Nawettan. That is Wuriso guarding this ball for his defensive partner, back into the gloves of the goalkeeper Sehu Jeng. Wuriso is wrestled and he is currently down. Uri is currently down. Is he going to need assistance from the medics? We have to wait. We definitely have to wait and see The score is currently in Fortune's favor, and the team wouldn't be in any hurry as the team lead by a goal to nil, courtesy of Abbas Kinte, who is currently leading the line. Abbas Kinte is currently leading the line for the Petroleum Starlets and broke the deadlock in the very first moments in this 3 p.m. showdown. Special thanks to every follower of LSTV1 and special thanks to every follower of Fortune Football Club on their official Facebook page. The game is live simultaneously on LSTV and also on the official page. This is Wuriso. Begin possession for Fortune. Mustafa Sedi moving the ball forward. Sedi trying to reconnect the run of Alpha Omar Sow, and the ball being blocked in there by the waterlog. It is G.Sarr on the attack now. The flag of the assistant referee up against G.Sarr. Adama Sonko is going to deliver the set piece for Fortune Football Academy. The rest in white shirts and green socks. Trying to connect the run of Abbas Kinte, and ball being headed down. Abbas Kinte's lone goal is the current score, and is the current difference between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. G.Sarr playing from our right to left, whilst Fortune from our left to right. G.Sarr in red and white shirts, red shorts and red socks, whilst Fortune in their colorful, unusual white shirts, white shorts and green socks. In case you're just joining us, it is the 3 p.m. game from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the 2025 Brikama Summer Nawettan. It is the 3 p.m. showdown between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr Football Club. The score is currently in Fortune's favor after getting an early advantage courtesy of Abbas Kinte. Is that going to be an opportunity for G.Sarr? Spreading it wide, trying to reconnect the advancing, and ball being blocked in there decently by Fortune Football Academy. G.Sarr trying to possess the ball as much as possible. Still in their half, from the left to the right. This is Alpha Omar, not a decent control. G.Sarr on the attack, spreading it wide, ball being headed down. Woody Shaw dropping it down for another opportunity. Persons of headers and Sehu Dahaba just there in time to clear that ball desperately. It's a great beginning, great and lively beginning for both Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. G.Sarr crashed out in the league round of 16 last season after being defeated by Dreamers Football Club, and in the knockout got booted in the round of 32. Whilst Fortune Football Academy played both semi-finals last season. A semi-final in the league was a defeat for Fortune Football Academy against Kute Jumbul, while the team got booted out in the semi-final of the knockout against Manduari United. And Manduari United, the winners of the knockout, whilst Kute played Seni Drame around the edge, and they get something from this, and already is a goal kick. It is G.Sarr nil, Fortune 1. Abbas Kinte at the lone goal. Alpha Omar penalized, and Abbas Kinte scored the only goal, and his goal is the current difference. The score is currently in Fortune's favor. And in case you're just joining us, Fortune Football Academy starting this game with Sehu Cheng in goal, and Sehu is the team captain. Wuri Sow, Adama Sonko, Sehu Dahaba, Basidi Kamara, Musa Bob, Mustafa Seidi, Kausu Singate, Alpha Omar Sow, Abbas Kinte, and Kenny Drame. Whilst their opponents in G.Sarr is starting the game with Abdou B. Koli in goal. It's an opportunity now for G.Sarr. The team trailed by a goal to nil, and the ball is already off for a throw into Fortune Football Academy. Abdou B. Koli is in goal for G.Sarr. Or G.Sarr, Dauda Toure, Lamin Toure, Ibrahima Toure, Khalifa Sise, Usman Sedi, Lamin Mankara, Ibrahima Fati, Usman Blah, and of course Ibrahima Sanya. Completing the 11. Fortune 1, G.Sarr nil, or G.Sarr nil. It's indeed a rainy afternoon at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. It rained heavily before the game, and it's now raining. Alpha Omar Sow, and they get something from this. And Alpha Omar, and this time around the goalkeeper to the rescue of G.Sarr, and the central referee Fatu Jajo has already pointed for a corner. Fortune Football Academy wouldn't be in any hurry, as the team is currently on the driving seat, leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Abbas Kinte's breakthrough. It's a corner. Fortune, dressed in white colors, white shorts and green socks. It's a crowded penalty area, as you can see, and the area of G.Sarr will try to deal with this corner. Shini Drame is a low one. This time, that was going to be another howler. Alpha Omar Sow been pushed. Central referee calling in for a penalty, but the central referee not interested. Is that going to be a yellow card? That's going to be a yellow card for Alpha Omar Sow. And the central referee Fatu Jajo stood her ground and believe, of course, that's a dive. Fatu Jajo, the referee, believed that was a dive, and it's a yellow for Alpha Omar Sow. Alpha Omar Sow 7 into the books of the central referee. It's a throw in, quickly taken. Bob. And Bob rustled. It's still 1-0 in Fortune's favor. Sehu Dahaba with the clearance. Seni Drame will try to keep the ball in play, but unfortunately penalized by the central referee for a push on the opposite player. And G.Sarr trailed by a goal to nil, and it's still raining at the box bar. It isn't as heavy as the way it started sometime around 2 p.m. but still it's raining. This is G.Sarr or G.Sarr. Not a foul as signaled by the referee. Seni Drame will try to use his pace against his marker, looking for options. That's a throw in. Abbas Kinte. The goal scorer still trying to hold possession for Fortune Football Academy. The gloves of the goalkeeper, Abdou B. Koli. Abdou B. Koli, the goalkeeper for G.Sarr Football Club in the contest against Fortune. We will surely get you some of the interesting fixtures in this year's Brikama Summer Nawettan. Alpha Omar Sow this time wrestled and rewarded by the central referee Fatu Jajo after picking a yellow for a dive earlier on. Alpha Omar back on his feet. Fortune on the driving seat. Fortune Football Academy currently on the driving seat, leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Abbas Kinte's lone goal. The 2023 knockout champions and 2023-24 Super Cup champions, Fortune Football Academy. It is Basidi Kamara getting it forward. Mustafa Sedi. Not a great one. Mustafa Sedi lost possession. Swiftly regained possession. Great combination and turn. Back to Kausu Singate, spreading it wide to Seni Drame. Seni will try to use his space against his marker. Fortune looking for the second goal. And this time the ball repossesses of the player for a corner. Corner Fortune Football Academy and the supporters of G.Sarr enjoying the moment. And currently Fortune 1, G.Sarr 0. Kausu Singate. Kausu penalized. And Kausu is one of the youngsters promoted to the first team last season. But due to limited minutes, he still has the opportunity to play in the Nawettan. Kausu Singate, Alpha Omar Sow are some of the players being promoted, and Sehu Jeng also promoted, but also had fewest of matches. It is Mustafa Sedi spreading it wide to Seni Drame. Drame Seni looking for opportunities for Fortune, to the clubs of the goalkeeper now. G.Sarr 0, Fortune 1 is the current score. Seni Drame still trying to hold possession for Fortune. Lost it. G.Sarr. Basidi Kamara to Kausu Singate. Fortune wouldn't be in any hurry. Sehu Dahaba. That's another throw for Fortune, and Sehu Dahaba will get that. And it's of course going to be a crowded area for G.Sarr, who trailed by a goal to nil against Fortune Football Academy. It's a corner. It's a corner for Fortune. Musa Bob is the candidate to deliver. Musa Bob will deliver the corner. And of course Musa Bob is one of the newest faces in the Fortune Football Academy side as far as the Brikama Nawettan is concerned. So it's a glancing header, partly dealt with by G.Sarr in their half. Alpha Omar Sow. Not a very good one from Sow Alpha Omar. G.Sarr will pick possession in their half and to dribble past a group of players, being surrounded by the Fortune Football Academy players. And currently Fortune on the driving seat. It is the first half between Fortune and G.Sarr, and the score is in Fortune's favor. 1-0 is the score, and Fortune led courtesy of Abbas Kinte. It's a long one on the far side, calling in for an opportunity. Basidi trying to connect the run of Abbas Kinte. We're currently having a very calm commentary cabin today, as the supporters are definitely very far from our cabin. The supporters that are currently making noise around the Boxbar Mini Stadium is the supporters of G.Sarr Football Academy, G.Sarr Football Club, and currently a player for Fortune Town receiving attention, and this is currently giving the opportunity to the technical members to have a brief discussion with their players. The score is currently in Fortune's favor and not in favor of G.Sarr currently. The Brikama-based club is currently trailing by a goal to nil against the boys from Farato. Fortune 1, G.Sarr nil. The player Musa Bob back on his feet. So we believe any moment from now central referee Fatu Jaju will give the green light. Sekou Jeng going long. That was going to be a goal for Sekou Jeng from the half of Fortune Football Academy, trying to test the goalkeeper from distance, and that should have been the second goal, and that was definitely going to get the goalkeeper unaware. The goalkeeper Abdul B. Kohli, known to many as elastic in goal for G.Sarr Football Club. Abdul B. Kohli is the goalkeeper, and in the opposite goal post is Sekou Jeng for Fortune Football Academy, and Sekou is the team captain, one of the longest serving players as far as Nawettan football for Fortune Football Academy is concerned, and he has been an integral member of this Fortune Football Academy side. And Sekou Jeng, the netminder. It's still raining at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, but the rain wouldn't stop the game, as the rain isn't as heavy as the way it started. Central referee Fatu Jaju is currently having a total control of this game. Had a fantastic game in the game between Dasilame and Sky Power Nero Legacy yesterday, and of course the trusted central referee for the Fortune game against G.Sarr, and Fatu will serve as the fourth assistant referee in the game between Scoville and Dangam in the 5 p.m. game, whilst the central referee of that game is going to be Lamin Jara, and Lamin will be assisted by Buba Sise and Jara Silla as first and second assistant referees. Abbas Kinte is back on his feet, and central referee any moment will give the green light once again for the restart of this game, and it's a throw in on the other side. It's a throw in. Fortune Football Academy 1, G.Sarr Football Club nil, and any moment from now is going to be the additional minute to be put up by the fourth assistant referee Lamin Jara from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Fortune 1, G.Sarr nil. Abbas Kinte with the goal. Abbas in the very first moments of this crucial showdown, and if you may like, call it the 3 p.m. game. 2 minutes will be added on, and 2 minutes for Fortune Football Academy to hold on to their 1-0 advantage, and 2 minutes for G.Sarr to score, or else the team will be heading back into the dressing room trailing by a goal to nil against the boys in white shorts and green socks, under the guidance of Sambujang Sedikan and Lamin Mane, who are currently having the technical support of Mustafa Jaju, the assistant head coach of the senior Fortune Football Club. This is Kausu Drame, or Kausu Singate. Kausu lost it. G.Sarr now trying to hold possession. G.Sarr looking for options, blocked in there decently. It's an attack for Fortune Football Academy. Mustafa Sedi. 2 minutes already added on. Fortune 1, G.Sarr nil. Sieni Drame penalized. Abdul B. Kohli, the custodian, going long this time. Musa Bob heading it down. G.Sarr regained possession. In their opposition side, Basidi Kamara survived that. That was going to be a yellow card anyway. But the central referee Fatu Jaju is in the least interested. Spreading it wide G.Sarr. Basidi Kamara to Seni Drame. Getting it back to Musa Bob. Musa with a decent clearance to the goal scorer Abbas Kinte, spreading it wide to Alpha Omar Sow. They switch in position of Alpha Omar Sow, who has now moved back to the right side of the attack for Fortune Football Academy and still trying to hold on possession for Fortune. Alpha Omar Sow. It is now G.Sarr in their own half, trying to get something before lemon time, and they have an equalizer before the central referee will end the proceedings. As far as the force half is concerned, remains the ambition, but also the question. Central referee is Fatu Jaju, having the assistance of Buba Sise and Jara Silla. Lamin Jara is the fourth assistant referee, and of course it's a throw in. And currently Alpha Omar Sow is down. Alpha Omar Sow is currently down. Central referee Fatu Jaju is constantly checking on her clock, constantly checking on her wrist. And any moment from now, the central referee will solely blow the final whistle. And before that is an infringement. G.Sarr will benefit. Final moments in the first half are signaled by the central referee. Is that going to be the final action? We have seen a sign, a communication between the fourth referee and the central referee. That's an indication that the first half is almost over or already over. That is it. Half time at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Half time between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. And Fortune will be heading back into the dressing room with their noses in front, courtesy of Abbas Kinte. Abbas Kinte broke the deadlock in the very first moments of the first period to give the advantage to the traveling boys of Fortune Football Academy from Farato. And currently they will have 15 minutes of rest and will be back for the continuation. It has been Parliament Fatih at the cabin. Osman Kamara behind camera operations. Until then, bye-bye, and join us in the next 15 for the continuation. After. Welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium for the continuation of the live commentary and the commencement of the second and final half and the game between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. And just a minute into the second half, it's still Fortune 1, G.Sarr 0. Abbas Kinte scored the only goal so far, and G.Sarr will now be playing from our right to left, or left to right rather, whilst G.Sarr, White Fortune Football Academy, will play from our right to left, from the police line end of the box bar towards the democracy end, whilst G.Sarr, the Brikama base club, currently playing from our left to right, from the democracy end of the theatre towards the police line end. It is Alpha Omar Sow trying to cause some problems with the advancing. And this time Mustafa Sedi strikes, partly saved by the goalkeeper. That was of course an incredible save coming from the goalkeeper Abdul B. Koli. That was an acrobatic save from the netminder. Abdul B. Koli, the goalkeeper, known to many as Elastic in Brikama. That was an incredible save from Abdul, the goalkeeper. It is still G.Sarr against Fortune. Seni Drame getting down for some defensive options, and Seni Drame is one of the offensive players and now down for some defensive duties. It's a throw in for G.Sarr, who trailed by a goal to nil, dressed in red and white shirts, red shorts and red socks, under the guidance of head coach Ibrahim Abaji and Yunusa around the area, partly dealt with by Fortune Football Academy. Kausu Singate holding it down. The score is currently in Fortune's favor, and the Petroleum Starlets Fortune, dressed in white shirts, white shorts and white socks, and started the game with Sekou Jeng in goal, the team captain. Urisau Adama Sonko, Sehu Dahaba, Basidi Kamara, Musa Bob, Mustafa Sedi, Kausu Singate, Alpha Omar Sow, Abbas Kinte and Seni Drame completing the 11, and Fortune in the contest is having Sambujang Sedi Khan and Lamin Mane as head and assistant coaches, whilst Mustafa Jaju is also on the technical area to give technical support to the gaffers. It's a goal kick to G.Sarr, who trailed by a goal to nil, and the custodian Abdul B. Koli will deliver, urging his players to move forward, dressed in his colorful sea green shirt, black shorts and sea green socks. Abdul B. Koli is the goalkeeper, and Fortune will benefit from a throw in, or G.Sarr rather will benefit from a throw in. It is just a few minutes into the second half between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. The score is currently in Fortune's favor, and 1-0 is the current difference between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. And any moment, of course, we're going to introduce Kim Okanyi, who has already joined us at the Box Bar Mini Stadium for this crucial and lively game between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. A long one from Mustafa, and this time wouldn't trouble the goalkeeper. Abdul B. Koli is the goalkeeper for G.Sarr. That's a foul, and that's a foul for G.Sarr, and Musa Bob is penalized by the referee Fatu Jaju. It is just the beginning of the second half, and Fortune on the driving seat, led in the very first moments of the first half, courtesy of Abbas Kinte, and Kinte Abbas' goal is the current difference between the two, and Fortune, if they can get the second, they will definitely want to hold on to this 1-0 advantage. Kim Okanyi, welcome to the Box Bar Mini Stadium for the commencement of the second half and the final half between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. Fortune on the driving seat. If they can score, they will definitely want to hold on to this 1-0 advantage against G.Sarr.
Yes, that would be the ambition. If you are not able to add your advantage into the game, looking at the condition of the pitch right now, you would want to maintain the lead that you are currently enjoying. So I believe Fortune, this will be one of their ambition, and that will be the halftime talk that their technical coaches will share with the players. Try to add up their advantage, but in as much if you fail to do that, then try to make sure that you defended very well against the opponent that you are playing against. So otherwise, if the defenders are very sloppy here, that wouldn't be a good news for them. So, and I believe they know their intention into this particular game, especially this year. I mean, a group of 5 where 3 of the teams will be going out and then 2 will be qualifying. So it's never going to be an easy game. So the importance of winning the first game is in their minds, and then they know that already they have taken the lead, so they will know how they will manage their way in trying to stay on to this particular lead and then go home with the maximum 3 points if they are not able to add up the number of goals that they currently score. But I believe they understand what they will need to do in order to stay on to this particular lead to go home with the maximum 3 points, so they can stand at a very, very good chance going into the second game, which will be a very, very different ball game, perhaps even you drew or lose your first game. So this first game is always very, very important, and Fortune on the driving seat as of now. So let's see how they will be able to finish this particular game, whether on the higher note or are we going to see them surrender their advantage to their opponent's part.
As G.Sarr now this time strikes into the gloves of the goalkeeper. And Sekou Jeng is of course one of the finest goalkeepers, if not the finest in the Brikama Nawettan, and has gained a whole lot of experience playing numerous Nawettan matches for Fortune Football Academy, and also the fewest of matches for the first team. And of course, Fortune Football Academy on the driving seat, leading by 1-0. And the players currently, this time spreading it wide to Khalifa Cisse. Khalifa trying to keep possession for G.Sarr Football Club. And Khalifa, number 9, leading the line. And the ball is still in play, and Khalifa still in possession, getting the ball to the advancing player, Lamin Mankara. It is still G.Sarr in their opposition side, trying to cause some problems for Fortune Football Academy. But Fortune currently trying to be as resolute as possible and trying to nullify every attack being posed by G.Sarr. G.Sarr nil, Fortune 1. Basidi Kamara penalized, and the central referee Fatu Jaju has given the opportunity to the boys in red and white. Red and white G.Sarr under the guidance of head coach Ibrahima Baji. And Ibrahima is ably and reliably assisted by Yunusa Jaju. And Sambujang Sedikan is on the technical area for Fortune, having the assistance of Lamin Mane. And of course the technical support being given by Mustafa Jaju, who is of course the assistant head coach for Fortune Football Club. The senior Fortune Football Club is a set piece. Lamin Mankara to deliver, not a decent one, partly cleared by Fortune Football Academy, who are currently enjoying the slender advantage. It's still raining at the box bar, not as heavy as it started, and these rains will definitely not stop this game. Initially we thought it was going to be that heavy rain that would have stopped this game, but fortunately for both sides and the sports committee in Brikama, the game continued. Fatu Jaju having a word with the team captain and number 3 for G.Sarr Football Club, Usman Saidi. And Usman, the number 3, is currently receiving attention. G.Sarr trailed by 1-0. G.Sarr trail by 1-0. 1-0 is the difference between Fortune and G.Sarr. Their supporters, G.Sarr, are indeed on top of their voices. on top of their voices, cheering the boys to glory. But currently, down by a goal to nil against Fortune. In case you're just joining us, it is all coming to you live from the Box Bar and the rainy Box Bar Mini Stadium. On Box Bar Mini Stadium, the venue, Brikama Nawettan 2025 is the competition. G.Sarr Fortune Football Academy. Persons of clearance. Alpha Omar So will drive the ball forward for Fortune Football Academy. Looking for support. Alpha trying to go solo. He's one of the players introduced in the first team. Alpha Omar So trying to dribble past a group of players. And Alpha Omar So currently struggling into the gloves of the netminder. Abdul B. Kohli in goal for G.Sarr. G.Sarr against Fortune. And special thanks to all those monitoring the game live on LSTV1. Palamin Fati at the cabin, Kimo Kanyi and Osman Kamara as usual behind camera operations. Mustafa Sedi is rewarded by the central referee after the referee handing that advantage to Fortune. That's indeed a busy technical area for both gaffers. Sambujang Sedi Khan is as busy as who on the technical area, and equally player slips in the process. That's going to be a foul, and that's a yellow card. Mustafa Sedi into the books of the central referee. That's a late tackle from Sedi Mustafa. It's a long one. Ball been headed down. Team captain regained possession. Sehu Dahaba just there in time. On the Box Bar Mini Stadium, despite being a rainy day in Brikama, and the game is still on, and the 3 p.m. showdown between G.Sarr and Fortune Football Academy. This is Abbas Kinte. That's a yellow card. It's a yellow card for Lamin Toure of G.Sarr Football Club. An interesting moments at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the 3 p.m. showdown. We're currently having more Lamin warming up. Adama Sonko is also warming up. Makode Jase is also warming up for Fortune Football Academy. And probably we might see triple substitution for Fortune Football Academy. And currently Fortune enjoying the moment. And last season they were in Group D alongside G.Sarr, who were in Group G. Fortune last season in Group D alongside Nema United, Sky Power, Orlando Magic and Wellingara United. And of course in the round of 16, Fortune got the better of Jida Youths. He will surely have the time to concentrate on this set piece. Musa Bob to deliver. Two-man wall assembled by G.Sarr. Long one to the gloves of the netminder. The goalkeeper is Abdul B. Kohli for G.Sarr, who is definitely having a fantastic game. And Fortune on the driving seat. 1-0 is the score. Fortune 1, G.Sarr 0 is the current score. G.Sarr will now benefit from a throw-in their opposition's half. Seemingly it's going to be a marathon one. It's going to be a marathon one and will be taken by Lamin Mankara. Lamin Mankara with a long one. In the half of Fortune Football Academy, persons of headers and the central referee Fatu Jajo has briefed in favor of Fortune. And Fortune wouldn't be in any hurry. Discussion between the team captain and number 3 of G.Sarr Football Club, Osman Sedi, and the central referee. And it's going to be double substitution any moment from now. Double substitution for G.Sarr. And Fortune also having 3 of the players warming up. Adama Sonko is one of the players. Makode Jase is another. And of course, Modlamin is also one of the players warming up. Sehu Cheng going long, trying to get the ball forward. Kausu Singate, can they get something from this? Kausu! What a save from the goalkeeper Abdu. That was an incredible effort from Kausu Singate, but the goalkeeper Abdu B. Kohli equal to the task, and Abdu of course diving to his left to have a hand on that ball. What a save from the goalkeeper Abdu B. Kohli. He has had a fantastic game and continue to have a fantastic game in the second half for G.Sarr Football Club. He's still keeping G.Sarr in this contest. That should have been 2-0 up Fortune Football Academy. What an effort from Kausu. That was indeed a great effort from Kausu Singate, the youngster promoted to the first team of Fortune Football Club. But due to minimal minutes, Kausu had the opportunity, and he is still eligible rather, to play for the Academy Boys of Fortune Football Academy. And Kausu, of course, instead of going for power, went in for technique, and the goalkeeper Abdu B. Kohli was just equal to that task. Uri spreading it wide to Sehu Dahaba. It is getting more and more interesting in this crucial 3 p.m. showdown between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. Ibrahim Abaji, the head coach, is constantly checking on his wrist. Alpha Omar Sow for Fortune. That seems to be the final warning from the central referee Fatu Jajo. Alpha Omar Sow is currently down, and he is down injured for Fortune. One of the youngsters promoted to the senior team last season, alongside Kausu Singate and Sehu Jeng. But both players, all the players, are eligible to play for the Nawettan team due to limited minutes in the top flight. It is going to be triple substitution effected by G.Sarr Football Club. Team captain is going up, and the team captain for G.Sarr is going up, and the players introduced include Demba Jao, 11, Alaji Sawane and Anthony Gomez are the latest players introduced by head coach Ibrahim Abaji. Seni Drame, not a foul. Play on, says the referee. New entrant lost possession. Fortune Football Academy still having 3 players warming up. Modlamin is one of those. Makode rather. Makode Jase is also another. And of course, Sonko. This is G.Sarr. Adama Sonko just there in time to clear that ball. And G.Sarr will surely have the opportunity. Still G.Sarr nil, Fortune 1 in the 3 p.m. showdown at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Lively Saint G.Sarr. Sehu Jeng guarding that ball off the area for a goal kick. And Sehu and Fortune Football Academy wouldn't be in any hurry, as the ambition of the club will of course be protect this 1-0 advantage or score more. If you don't score more, do not concede. Sehu Jeng, the netminder, had a fantastic season for Fortune Football Academy, and the season before, Sehu Jeng, one of the players being promoted to the senior team, is of course the 3rd goalkeeper on the pecking order. This is Alpha Omar Sow, slips in the process. Sehu Jeng is the that goalkeeper for Fortune Football Club in the GFF Men's Division 1. And of course, behind Alaji Mbalo. And of course, Nuha. Leujeng is indeed a great goalkeeper, a young goalkeeper for that matter. Fortune Football Academy. The central referee waving for a play on, and that's a foul. Basidi Kamara penalized by the central referee. Kemokani, it is getting more and more interesting. Fortune, probably the ambition of the coaches might be if they don't score more, they wouldn't want to concede here. While G.Sarr will definitely want to score and score again. If they don't score twice, they will definitely want to get this game to Paris, at least to go home with a point, rather than getting the entire points to Fortune Football Academy.
Yes, very well up. G.Sarr must score for them to be sort of any positive result into this particular game. But for their opponents, Fortune, they can still stay onto this and defend very well against G.Sarr and then still go home with the maximum 3 points. But for G.Sarr, they must score twice for them to be able to win this particular game. If they want to go home with the maximum 3 points, then they are without Fortune. I mean, responding again with another goal here. But I mean, already, I mean, they have also shown the ambition since the start of the second half. We have seen them doing the needful and also pressing hard on the Fortune side. Though we have also seen Fortune getting some very good opportunities against them, but both sides are pushing very hard into this particular game. I believe both of them will want to go home with the victory here, but for now it is to the advantage of the Fortune as of now, because they are the team that is currently leading by at least a lone goal to nil, and then they can stay on to that by managing this lone goal, defending very well against their opponent, and then still go home with the trophy, while G.Sarr must score and then be able to sort of any point going home with it. But without that, I mean, fourth game, they wouldn't want to lose this G.Sarr as well, because they know the importance of fourth game, especially in this year's grouping of the teams, where 3 of the teams will be booted out in the first round, and then 2 of the teams will be given the chance to be qualified into this. So you can also see they having another threatening moment against the Fortune side here. So if they keep on knocking the doors like this, I believe Fortune, if they are not careful, G.Sarr will be able to at least get a goal into this particular contest before it ends here.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. Of course, a scary moment for Fortune Football Academy, but the netminder and the reliable Sekou Jeng was just there in time to deal with that chance. It's a corner, quickly taken, partly dealt with. It's an opportunity for G.Sarr. Strikes comes in, partly headed out by Kausu Singate, who is down for some defensive duties. The flag of the assistant referee is already up, and currently there is a player currently down, and the player down is a player for Fortune Football Academy. And any moment, Makode Jase and Adama Sonko are the 2 players lined up to be introduced. Makode Jase, 14, who has been an integral member of this side. Adama Sonko, 11, and Makode Jase, 14, are the 2 players lined up for introduction. Makode Jase, who is coming off. Sheni Drame is already off. And who is the next player? That is Kausu Singate, seemingly. Sheni Drame is off, being replaced by Adama Sonko. Kausu Singate is also going off. Kausu, one of the players introduced or promoted to the senior team last season, is also off and replaced by Jase Makode. Makode Jase introduced, and earlier on we've also seen some introduction of new faces. Adama Sonko on the far side for Fortune Football Academy. We have 2 Adama Sonkos here. A delivery from Sehu Dahaba. Adama Sonko, the new entrant. Adama Sonko and Adama S. Sonko. Makode Chase, back to Mustafa Sedi, getting that ball down. Fortune Football Academy on the driving seat. Is that going to be an opportunity? That's a corner as pointed by the assistant referee. Fortune continue to search and search for the second. Well, they have the second. It's now the biggest ambition for all the gaffers. Fortune will want to have the second, while G.Sarr will want to get an equalizer. It's a corner. The Petroleum boys. Fortune with a corner. Long one. This time the goalkeeper had a hand to it. Abdul B. Kohli, the netminder. Abdul B. Kohli, the ball passes marker, still looking for options, and ball being dealt with by Alpha Omar Sow, the custodian. Omar Gassama 17. Omar Gassama 17 is the player to be introduced by G.Sarr, and he has replaced the forward and number 9 G.Sarr Football Club. Khalifa Cisse 9 is already substituted and being replaced by Omar Gassama. It is definitely a lively one and a great and stiff contest between Fortune and G.Sarr in the 3 p.m. showdown, spreading it wide to the new entrant. And Omar Gassama is penalized by the flag of the assistant referee for an offside. Ibrahim Abaji, the head coach, the former Brikama United midfielder, is the head coach for G.Sarr Football Club, while Sambujang Serikan is on the dogart for Fortune Football Academy, and Sambujang is under the, of course, having the assistance of Lamin Mane, and Mustafa Jaju is also on the technical area to give support. Mustafa Jaju is the assistant head coach of Fortune Football Club, the assistant to head coach Jane Juve. It's a massive clearance from Fortune Football Academy. Currently on the driving seat, leading by a goal to nil. Last season in Group D alongside Neymar United, Sky Power and Orlando Magic. Whilst G.Sarr in the same group alongside Manduar United, Sanchaba Youths and Santosu United. And G.Sarr Football Club advanced to the round of 16 before being beaten by Dreamers in the round of 16. And in the knockout final, got booted out in the round of 32 after being beaten by Misira United. Fortune Football Academy in the same group alongside Neymar United, Sky Power, Orlando Magic, Welingara, and Fortune advanced to the round of 16 of the league, where they defeated Gida Youths, and in the quarter-finals it was a victory over New Generation before losing to Kute Jombulu in the semi-final. And of course this season, Fortune Football Academy, of course we will surely come down to their group. And in Group A in this year's Brikama Soma Nawettan, it is Group A Kute Jombulu, Gida Youths, Welingara United, Amasa and senior players. Group B, Kabafita United, Manokang, Top 10, Sabu United and Superstars. It's a long one from G.Sarr. Still in Fortune's have Makode. Is that a foul? Yes, given by the central referee. Group C, Dreamers FC, Sanchaba Youths, Makasudu, Daru and Power Station. Group D, New Generation, Bairo Football Club, Santosu United, Manduar United and Elephantry. Group E, Fortune Football Academy, G.Sarr, Dasilame United, Sky Power and Nero Legacy Football Club and Black Star KM. Group F, Dangam, Neymar United, Puntalana, Scoville and United Stars. Group G, Diamond Boys, Tourist FA, Misira Youths or Misira Youths, Benz and BMA, and of course Benz and BMA. And Group H, Jaliba United Citizens, Young Boy Star, Uzumbala Kids United and Swanchinchu Jola Kunda. It's a set piece for G.Sarr, and G.Sarr will now have the opportunity to deliver. Who is definitely going to deliver for G.Sarr remains to be seen. Currently the number 16 behind the ball, Anthony Gomez, the new entrant. Giant wall assembled by Fortune Football Academy. Anthony strikes over the crossbar. In Group H, In Group H, we said is Jaliba Citizens, Young Boy Star, Busumbala Kids United and Sinchujola Kunda. And already we have seen a few fixtures being played in the Brikama Soma Nawettan. Power Station nil, Dreamers nil in the first game. Makasudu 2, Daru 1, Top 10 1, Sabu United nil, Kute Jambulu 2, Wellingara United 1, New Generation 1, Bairo 3, Superstars nil, Manokang 2. Is an attack for Fortune. Abbas Kinte, who scored the only goal, will chase the central defender. And already, is that going to be a foul? Yes, that is given by the central referee Fatu Jajo. Superstars nil, or New Generation 1, Bairo 3, Superstar nil, Manokang 2, Kabafida United 1, Manduar United nil in the Super Cup final. And Santosu United yesterday lost to Elephant 3 in the 3 p.m. game before Dasilame United getting the better of Sky Power Nero Legacy by a goal to nil in the 5 p.m. game. And today's 3 p.m. showdown is Fortune Football Club currently 1, G.Sarr nil. And in the 5 p.m. game is going to be a clash between Dangam and Scoville. Dangam and Scoville will take on one another in the 5 p.m. game. Fortune in their own half. Mustafa Sedi spreading it wide to Adama Sonko. The ball is too fast on the artificial turf after the drenches of the rain at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Mustafa Sedi lost possession. The boys in red and white regain possession in their half. Finally on Mustafa, and Mustafa seems to be protesting against that decision. But the assistant referee, Buba Sise, stood his ground. Central referee Fatu Jaju seems to have had a word with Mustafa Sedi, the midfielder for Fortune Football Academy. Time not in favor of G.Sarr as the team from Brikama trail by a goal to nil. Dressed in their colorful red and white shirts, red shorts and red socks, playing from our right to left or left to right, whilst Fortune in white shirts, white shorts and red or yellow socks, green socks rather, and Fortune playing from our left to right. It is an opportunity now. Spreading it wide. G.Sarr will chase. Trailed by a goal to nil against the Fortune Football Academy side. That's a clearance, not a decent one. And this time, solid defensive work coming from Musabo. G.Sarr continue to search for an equalizer. The score is currently not in their favor. Fortune Football Academy currently on the driving seat. It's a solid header, a thumping header. It's a double, triple substitution. Mustafa Bojang, Malang Jambang, and of course we have to confirm the other player. Malang Jambang 10 will be introduced. Sehu Jeng, the goalkeeper, into his gloves. And of course, Fortune Football Academy can rely on Sehu Jeng. He's one of, if not the best of goalkeepers in the Nawettan. Sehu Jeng, he is calm and composed. And Fortune Football Academy will always rely on his experience and brilliance. Sehu Jeng, the netminder. Fortune Football Academy enjoying the 1-0 advantage. And the 3 p.m. showdown, and time definitely running out. And running out for G.Sarr Football Club. And G.Sarr trailed by a goal to nil. Haruna Bojang 3, Babukar Baji 34, and Malang Jambang 10 are the players to be introduced. Babukar Baji, we've seen him during the preparations for the Brikama Soma Nawettan, and Fortune Football Academy had series of friendly matches defeated Jamorai 3-1. Jantabi or defeated Jantabi twice. Defeated or drew against Sanchaba Youths. Ulinkama California 3-0. Young Boy Stars 3-3 and Dumbarton 6-0. In some of the preparatory matches played by Fortune Football Academy. And key of the preparatory matches, the team is unbeaten. And the team is still maintaining that unbeaten stretch. At the Boxbar Mini Stadium, this is Basidia. Lost possession, it is G.Sarr around the center circle. The new entrant lost it for G.Sarr. G.Sarr will build on once again. Makode Jase, who came on as a substitute. Makode, that's a miscommunication. Can they get something from that G.Sarr now? Spreading it wide. Calling in for handball. The central referee not the least interested. Haruna Bojang coming on as a substitute. G.Sarr, Sehu Dahaba. It's going to be Babukar now. Can he find the back of the net from this instance? Fortune Football Academy. Can they get the second goal here? Into the bottom corner and the new entrant. And Babukar, the new entrant, got the second goal for Fortune Football Academy. Babukar Baji. Only called Riyad Mahrez. Came on as a substitute. Collected the ball in their own half. Moved the ball in their opposition's half. And of course getting the second goal for Fortune Football Academy. Kemo Kanyi. This seems to be a killer goal for G.Sarr Football Academy. When Babukar Baji came on as a substitute and got the second for Fortune Football Academy. And the Fortune Football Academy side currently on the driving seat, leading by 2-0 against G.Sarr. Seemingly it's a game over for G.Sarr.
Very well, a game over for them, but already, I mean, no time is little in football, but one will say it's a game over for G.Sarr now because they have under 3 minutes of the regulation time that will be played here before the final whistle is gone, and then with any other additional time that will be added by the central referee here, so into this particular contest will determine the fate of G.Sarr into this particular game. But already even their fans and also whoever is attached to them here will be saying that it's a game over for us at this particular moment, though they were very much alive when the game was only on a 1-0 score line. But I mean, getting yourself down by 2-0 into the very final minutes of the game, especially in the Nawettan, is always very, very difficult for you to come back from that particular, I mean, trailing goals and then do the needful for yourself. Already it is 2-0 to the Fortune side. Perhaps they will be carrying the day home with the maximum 3 points that they barely need before coming into this particular game.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. Time running out for G.Sarr. Fortune Football Academy on the driving seat, leading by 2-0. The Academy boys of Fortune Football Club led in the very first moments of the first period when centre forward Abbas Kinte broke the deadlock, and the substitute, of course the super sub, Babukar Baji, came on as a substitute and got the second for Fortune Football Academy. 2-0 is the current score at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in the 3 p.m. showdown between Fortune Football Academy and G.Sarr. G.Sarr on the attack. A wake-up call for G.Sarr. Fortune Football Academy will guard that ball off the area. Adam Sonko, one of the central defenders, having the defensive partnership alongside Wuri Sow. And we've seen Wuri Sow here during the Brikama Summer Nawettan qualifiers. There's G.Sarr, Basidi Kamara had a fantastic game for Fortune Football Academy in the heart of midfield. He has had a is indeed a workaholic for Fortune Football Academy in the heart of the midfield. It is G.Sarr now going long. Still around the half, calling in for a foul. Central referee not the least interested. There's a player currently down. 3 minutes added on. 3 minutes added on by the fourth assistant referee Lamin Jara. 3 minutes for Fortune to hold on to the 3-0 advantage. While G.Sarr need to score, not only to score but need to score twice. G.Sarr Football Academy. G.Sarr need to score twice, at least to pick a point, or else they will surrender the maximum points to Fortune Football Academy. It's going to be another attack. Malang Jambang, can they get the third here? Jambang, and into the bottom corner, and that's the third goal for Fortune Football Academy. Malang Jambang with the third for Fortune Football Academy. G.Sarr trailed by 3 goals to nil. G.Sarr trailed by 3 goals to nil, and 3-0 in favor of Fortune Football Academy. Fortune Football Academy currently leading by 3 goals to nil. Kemo Kanye, seemingly it is game over, and we have limited times for G.Sarr to come back into this contest.
Yeah, the substitutions works very well for the Fortune side. You can see the last 3 players that were introduced into the game were the players who have scored the second goal and also the third goal for the Fortune side, coming from Jaju, and that of Malang Jambang is the latest scorer for the goal for the Fortune side. It is now 3 goals to nil. I mean, G.Sarr knows very well that they have lost this particular game. The only thing that they will need to do is to regroup themselves and reorganize themselves and then prepare for their second game into this particular contest. But Fortune will be going home with the maximum 3-point up at the end of the final whistle.
Fortune will definitely be going home with the maximum points. We have under a minute before the central referee Padu Jaju will end the proceedings. Fortune Football Academy on the driving seat. 3-0 is the current score. Scored 1 in the first half. Got 2 late goals to have the 3-0 advantage. Malang Jambang once again. We have 2 goals from 2 substitutes. Malang Jambang and Babukar Baje. The centre forward, of course, Abbas Kinte, got the opening goal for Fortune. Before substitutes, Malang Jambang and Babukar Baji getting the other 2 to get Fortune Football Club the driving seat at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in the 3 p.m. showdown. What a start for the Academy boys of Fortune Football Club. Played both semi-finals last season into the gloves of the netminder Sehu Jeng, the reliable netminder. The reliable Sehu Jeng. And Kemo Kanye, time is definitely almost over at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, and of course Fortune on the verge of securing yet another victory, and currently the team is leading by 3 goals to nil.
Yes, very well up. The first game of the Nawettan is very, very important, and that is the final whistle here, just being blown here. So Fortune are now going home with the maximum 3 points with 3 clear goals without conceding a goal into their first game. So that's a very, very good start to the season for them. So they will be hoping to, maintain this particular performance as they have shown today, and then G.Sarr will be left to go home and regroup themselves, reorganize for the next game.